Welcome in, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This is Angie here from Intuitive Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Let's have a look and see what the Spirit have for you guys today. What's going on with Pisces? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please join us in this act of divination. Give us messages of love, light and clarity for Pisces Collective today and protect us from unwanted forces at this time. We're going to use the Hermetic Tarot and try and find some guidance for you guys going forward. Oh, a lot of you've been doing a lot of work lately. I've already got the tingles, so we're tapping in here very quickly. This is gorgeous. Okay. Feels exciting, Pisces. What is it? You're anticipating something. Okay, Pisces. What do we have for you guys today? A lot wants to come. Seven of Pentacles. And the Sun. Whoa, you guys. Definitely looking forward to something, or you're in the middle of celebrating something. It can also mean the light shining on things. Seven of Pentacles talks about, not really seeing the fruits of your labor. But with the Sun card here, I think you are starting to see the fruits of your labor. The Sun is coming back out. So the Sun is card of Leo. King of Swords in what you need to focus on. So this is being clear, speaking clearly. Somebody might be coming towards you, speaking clearly, speaking their truth. Imparting new knowledge on you. Or you're learning something, but it's fast movement. Moving quickly is what you need to focus on. The Nine of Swords in the recent past. Whoa. Lord of despair and cruelty. So the Nine of Swords is what it just says, it's anxiety. Up all night. Can't you stop thinking about something. Seven of Cups. This is your supporting energy here is saying that you're going to be spoiled for choice. You might get confused, but let's see. We'll keep on going here. Keep drawing cards for you. What's in the near future for the Pisces Collective, please, Spirit? There we go. Two of Pentacles. This talks about balance. Balancing priorities. Let's see. What do we have as guidance from Spirit today, please? What's this one? Eight of Swords. This is the obstacles, challenges, overcoming, self-imposed prison of the mind. What's the supporting energy? The High Priestess. It's your energy, Pisces. Very intuitive. To trust your gut at this time is what you're doing. The Priestess of the Silver Star, it says. This is gorgeous. So what do we have for the hopes or fears? Queen of Swords. You've been able to stand up for yourself. Stand and speak your truth. And the Moon is in your potential outcome, which is also a Pisces card. The Moon talks about what's hidden. You're going to reveal something that's hidden, maybe. Is that what's happening? You're going to speak the truth somehow. This looks really good, so I like it. So let's get, Eight of Wands at the back of the deck. This has been overburdened. No, it's not. It's a card of fast communication. The Lord of Swiftness, it says here. Thank goodness, and it reminded me of just that. So let's see. We'll have to get some clarification. Eight of Wands talks about fast movement as well as this one. Also talks about conversations, communication opening up. Lots of communication going on. So we'll see what we have first of all for the Seven of Pentacles with the Sun. And there's the Blasted Tower. I love this. It calls it the Blasted Tower. Six of Wands under the deck is a success. So there's something here. Definitely speaking to success with that Sun as well. And this was the most needed tower. Very much needed tower. It says Lord of Hosts of the Mighty. So it's like the universe stepped in here And with the Sun, it was to bring about kind of, your efforts that you've been putting in. You weren't really seeing the return. So the Sun is shining on this. So that's going to really help your growth as well. Being that energy of the Sun at the moment in your current energy while this tower is going on, it's bringing on the tower, in fact, is what it looks like here. So this is really positive. You're in the tower moment at the moment, the blasted tower. It's so funny the way they call it that. Yeah, this is really exciting times. You're getting very excited. You're on the periphery of something here. There's a tower that had to fall. The foundation wasn't solid. This had to come crashing down. So your success, I can see, is what this Sun is referring to as things going really well. Illumination, and activation for whatever the Seven of Pentacles is that you've been working on, and the fruits of that labor coming through. And with the Six of Wands at the back of the deck, sure, this is talking about the Order of Victory here. It is what it says. It's public recognition as well as, overcoming something, getting through a checkpoint. So let's clarify King of Swords, please, Spirit. What do we have for this King of Swords for Pisces today? The Two of Wands. This is another decision point here. Four Cups at the back of the deck. Four Cups is about an opportunity from the divine coming in that you might miss because you could be reflecting on things that didn't work out or disappointments of the past. King of Swords, this is air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius might be significant, but you need to focus on this sort of energy of being this sort of decisive person. King of Swords, they speak the truth. They don't care what or how cold it comes across. But I'm not saying that you're going to be ruthless, but you may have to be, and sometimes that's what's required, Pisces, as you know. And the Two of Wands talks about staying stuck where you are, or, dealing with a comfort zone feeling, or breaking the boundary here, which I feel like you are looking for expansion, is what this is telling me here. The other wand, you're grabbing it and you're going for something. And with the King of Swords, it's like you're finally sticking up for yourself, or you're finally speaking your mind, speaking your truth. Putting up boundaries where they need to be put, and sticking, basically sticking up for yourself. Yeah, I really like this. So Nine of Swords in the recent past. What happened with this Seven of Swords? Deceitful energy. Was something to do with the Lovers, maybe. That card wanted to come forward as well. There's a lot of cards really want to jump, like almost like don't linger on the past, is what it's saying. Two of Swords at the back of the deck. There is a decision. It reminds me of this decision here with your Two of Wands. Seeing clearly, taking that blindfold off is what needs to happen when you see the Two of Swords. The person is in the dark. They don't know what's going on. Very much like that moon energy. Things are hidden, So you're going from this onwards. So in the recent past, you have this Nine of Swords, which talks about the order of despair and cruelty that you're feeling trapped up in your mind, anxiety, maybe a bit of depression as well with that. I just got a ringing in my ear, left ear there, very high pitch. So Seven of Swords, it talks about deceit and things that have been hidden as well. Is it in a love connection, maybe? Lovers is a card of Gemini. Talking about a Gemini up there with the King of Swords. But I think, yeah, Lovers is also about a decision point. Need not necessarily be a love connection, or, a family connection, or a friend. Someone you feel deep love for. I think it's almost like a choice here. We'll have to keep going and we'll see what else comes forward. Those three go there. Sorry, I'm losing the run of it here. So, Seven of Cups, please, Spirit, with the Ace of Pentacles. What do you want to say about the Seven of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles here for Pisces? Ace of Cups, gorgeous. Love to see this card. Six of Wands at the back of the deck again. Knight of Swords. Something very fast coming in, guys. moving swiftly. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at these three. So Seven of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So quite literally, these two cards here, two aces, is like two new beginnings, two new opportunities. An opportunity for love coming in from the divine. You can see the hand of God there. We're talking about that in the Four of Cups a minute ago. So this is very succinct. And the Ace of Pentacles then is like planting a seed, something that occurs to you. You want to be, you're inspired, or you're given an opportunity for to plant a seed of some kind in the real world to develop something, grow something, business, relationship, anything at all, a home, a community of any kind. And the Lord of the root of the power of waters, and Lord of the root of the power of earth. So, this is all of mindset stuff, I feel. Yeah, it's all to do with your emotions. Look at all this. Like if well it was wands and swords, I'd say it's action, which is up here. This is Seven of Pentacles, working on your foundation. And then in the past, your emotions were all over the place with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You're come to a decision there as well. You know, this is victory. Keeps turning up at the bottom of the deck, which is very action oriented, like going for gold, you know, is very much coming through. So the Seven of Cups, as I said, is kind of can be overwhelmed from too many choices, not knowing what to do. It can also speak to illusions. It does say Lord of illusionary success. Just be careful. Choose wisely here. If you have, you know, the offer of Seven Cups, or you know, Seven of Cups or the Ace of Cups there, it's like one of these things, opportunities is going to come towards you, and I see you taking it. And I also see you taking this Ace of Pentacles, because we have the Two of Pentacles up here in the present or in the near future, you know. That's where the balance needs to come in, that you need to prioritize things. Is it the emotions, or is it the earthly thing that you're going to be pursuing or putting your energy into? You want to put in the balanced amount of energy into both. So it says Lord of harmonious change as well. So it is about harmony, harmonizing the energy around you. So let's just see what's going to pull on your Two of Pentacles, please, Spirit. What is this? Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. And the Fool at the back of the deck, the Spirit of Ether. So this is going with the wind. Fool though, sorry, the Foolish Man they call it here. I always get mixed up with these cards. I haven't used them very much, but I do feel they're very, you know, there's a lot of detail in them and they speak to me a good bit. So the Fool is your energy as well, Pisces. It's like, yeah, taking a leap of faith, new beginning. It's card 0, you know, having the courage to go for it with ferocity here. Look at this. And also compassion with the flower. Like normally the Fool is depicted with somebody kind of taking a leap off of, you know, like a cliff edge like this. But dog is usually after taking a chunk out of their pants or whatever, trying to hold them back from, you know, leaping off into the unknown. But this guy is like, wants to go ahead of him. So you might feel protected, and you should actually, because this fierce beast here is protecting you on your venture. If anything, he's the one that's clearing the paths for you. So wolves and dogs, foxes might mean something to you. Also ladybirds, and I know this isn't a ladybird down here. I don't know what it is exactly. So I hope this resonates with some of you. You know, not every message is going to resonate with you all, as I always say, but there is something here for you if you clicked on this reading. So in the near future, you're talking about balancing two energies here, or, you know, several. Obviously, we have more than just, you know, a couple of things going on. So it is about giving, you know, what will you put your energy towards, and measuring that as well, trying to stay in balance with that. It could be work and life, life and work, work being the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles there. and love life or things that you do in your general life. It's the Cups energy. And when it's clarified by the Six of Pentacles, it says Lord of Material Success. So, you know, you have the Seven of Pentacles here in the present, and then in the future, there's a success here. Goes from success unfulfilled, you know, not feeling you're getting the return on your investment, and you're moving into this more balanced thing, because it's all about balance here. But when you prioritize what's important, Pisces, it's like you come into this balanced state, where, you know, it's equal give and take is the meaning of this card. So this is gorgeous, makes total sense. It's also giving you some kind of courage to take a leap of faith, to begin something anew, you know, brand new start of some kind. So Eight of Swords, Spirit, what do we have to clarify this Eight of Swords today for Pisces? What is this Eight of Swords today for Pisces? Please and thank you, Spirit. Whoa, this is your card. Five of Swords. This talks about battles, the Five of Swords. Ten of Cups at the back of the deck. Lord of perfected success. Good God. And of course, the Ten of Cups is a card of happily ever after. It's like a marriage card. It's, you know, emotional success overall, really, is what it speaks of. Very emotionally content, having everything you feel like you need. Very, very content and still. And I'm tuning into this energy. I'm feeling a huge amount of balance. And you know, that just content, stillness, like, wow. It's very powerful, guys. What is this? Okay, Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. So again, this is masculine energy, you know, and air energy at the same time. And it's about your thoughts. It's about being imprisoned, feeling trapped somehow. Your guidance from Spirit is to focus on what it is that keeps you trapped, Pisces. Lord of shortened force. What's stunting your growth, for example? Shortened force, you know? And Five of Swords is also talking about conflict. I just noticed the two birds' heads here. One is kind of pale and the other one is black. And there's another one's pale and another one's black. Gas. And the center one then is sort of like a referee. So you might be feeling like a referee at the moment in your circle. That's gas that came through. Never did before with the Five of Swords. But like I said, the imagery on here, it's very inspiring. Spirit really likes these cards. And, you know, a lot comes through with them. Go deep, like. I'm also seeing that this sword here, the very, you know, kind of neutral, it's not really supposed to be biased to the good or the bad, you know, it's right down the middle. And the one that's in the fair position is actually struck some kind of beast here through the center. So that's the kind of one, it's where the truth lies, I think, in there. And it also is where vulnerability lives. So, you know, it says Lord of Defeat. It's overwhelming here for sure. So I think you need to look at what's overwhelming you. You need to discern what's holding you back, what's getting in your way, what obstacles are there, what's stunting your growth, as I said. And also you need to break out of this. You can see here this maze thing, right? It's not a full complete one. You could walk straight out from the center if you were trapped in the middle, and it is a kind of a feeling of being trapped and bound in the Eight of Swords, that you've got the Seven of Bowls, prison of the mind, that comes through as well. But I think your guidance from Spirit is to pay attention to this and really focus on what is it you need to let go of here that has you up in your mind, believing things that are not true. You know, because it is that card of illusion again, illusory success. So let's keep going. I hope this makes sense to you guys. But I think, yeah, that's what you need to focus on. Where are there conflicts in your life? Where is it that you need to show vulnerability, and where is it that you're being held back in your life? And try and focus on those things. Maybe meditate or journal a bit about them. And the High Priestess is your supporting energy. So whatever you're tapped into your intuition, you will get guidance on this. This is your card, Pisces. You're the most intuitive sign. Look at all these books. You really have that knowledge, you know. You have a history of trusting your intuition and never leading you astray. So I love that for you. It's really gorgeous, this card as well. So much going on. Mm. So content. This is the thing. There's like a trust here like I've never seen. In the vibe, in the energy. Queen of Swords is in the hopes or fears position. Let's just clarify the Queen of Swords. Could be an air sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your energy. Or in your circle. It might be important, but it doesn't have to be. And again, it's male or female. It's just the energy of the card. It's clarified by the Queen of Wands. Now, this is all very masculine energy. Action, past movement. The swords move very quickly, and the wands also move with absolute ambition. There's nothing to stop them. Hanged Man. Sorry, this is your energy, not the Fool card. Where did he go? It's probably at the back of the deck. Yeah, so getting a new perspective on things anyway. This is where the Hanged Man comes in. It says Spirit of the Mighty Waters, and this is so you, Pisces. It's like you're trying to see things from every perspective to get some clarity here. And the Queen of Swords, she is of that thing of she has the answers, she has the knowledge, like I was saying there with this High Priestess, and she really intelligent energy. And clarified there by the Queen of Wands, this is like a combination of two masculine energies where you want to move swiftly and you want to move in truth, and you might come across cold. I noticed she's got a man's head and she's holding him by the hair there. It's very ruthless looking. But, a combination of the swords and wands energy here. The wands talks about action as well. And it is fast movement, not as fast as the swords, but it's that fire, this is fire signs. Again, male or female, it's just the energy of the card. And it could also be a fire sign that, you might know an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that, is influencing you here. But this is really like a force to be reckoned with. This person stands for the boundaries. They draw lines in the sand. They stand up for themselves. They're very often leaders, And you're taking on this leadership role here. And with this drive and ambition and fire under you, you really are an unstoppable force. So that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for this feeling of fairness, and that you can bring truth into situations and stand in your principles, stand in your truth while you are being motivated to go forward with your pursuits here. Yeah, with a clear, idea of how to protect yourself with this thing here in front of her, and also how to be courageous. The one's energy, fire energy, is about courage, strength, ambition. So courage and truth very much coming through there. We have in your potential outcome this gorgeous moon card here, which is a card of reflection. There's a kind of a scarab beetle here with wings, like angel wings on it. So it's like, a card of illusion where you'd think of a scarab beetle. It could be something like you'd be kind of wrenching or recoiling in horror, saying, oh, yuck, I don't like the look of him. But there's angelic wings on it, so don't be fooled. This is telling you, your potential guidance is you're going to be able to discern between what's factual and what's not. Even those keyholes there, they are coming up, like they look like doorways, but it's an illusion. It's actually a key to some, it's the entry point into some new knowledge on your yin and yang sides, your wild beast and your domesticated beast side. Look at these two. Jekyll and Hyde just came to mind there as well. So yeah, there you can see it's a card of Pisces there, and it's sometimes refers to illumination. So we'll get a card to clarify this. Talks about things being disguised as other things as well. That you can't judge a book by its cover, just came through there as well, which is brilliant. And that's so you, Pisces. You have this soft demeanor oftentimes, and very, giving of your love and stuff. People don't realize, how fierce that you can be, when it comes down to it. We're fiercely loyal and fiercely, we can get very ferocious if something's unfair. We always want to back that underdog, Got the Chariot there, gorgeous, at the back of the deck, and it talks about really fast movement, the fastest card in the deck. It also talks about triumph, success, victory. Card of Cancer, of course, might mean something to you. Lord of the Triumph of Light. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh my God. I could just spend days looking at these cards. Every time I see them, there's your yin and yang. The balance is really taking hold here, and you're really sticking with it, especially with that chariot. If you remember, this black and white horses on the front of the chariot and the regular tarot. So the moon is clarified by the Foolish Man and the Eight of Pentacles, and I'm loving this. Eight of Pentacles is working diligently on something that you love. um and yeah, that's just it, that you're putting your own spin on it as well, Pisces. This is something you're very proud of. You're taking a leap of faith here on the back of this, quite literally, the Eight Pentacles behind him, and it's like you're taking a leap into the unknown. So courageous. I just love it. But it says here on the moon card, the ruler of flux and reflux, like you want to go with the flow. You're taking this risk, whatever that may be, a new beginning. It'll be different for all of you. This is a large group, a large collective, and I think that you'll all understand what that means for you. So, Pentacles is obviously something to do with what you work at, your hobby, something you love. There's a passion there for sure as well, though, with that Wands energy, and I just love this. So balance and fortitude, strength, bravery, courage. You can do anything, Pisces. I never even clarified your High Priestess card. Will we try and get one for that one? In the energy surrounding you, because I was so happy to see, you were trusting your own vibes here, which is the only compass we need. You know that, Pisces. This is so great. Two cups at the back of the deck. So this is talking about a connection. Obviously, it could be a career partnership with somebody who's on the same wavelength as you. It can also obviously be a love connection here. It can even be a friendship. It can really be a strong bond between you and another, and it can be platonic or love related or business related, community related, any of those things. So we have two cards here that came out to clarify this lovely High Priestess card, and the Wheel of Fortune is one of them, another major arcana, and then the Knight of Wands. And I love to see the synchronous, the flow here as well. We're going from the Knight of Wands in your area, in your immediate environment, and then it's in your hopes or fears. You want to be able to balance these two things and to drive forward, like very much about forward action. When you see swords and wands, they're both very, action oriented and very masculine. Now we all have masculine and feminine within us, so it is about, again, balancing that and coming up with a magic formula, that kind of thing. So High Priestess with the Knight of Wands. There might be somebody who's a fire sign coming towards you here, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, though. It's you moving swiftly. Like, look at the determination. There's lightning coming out of him, quite literally, and he's running with this flame. There's no stopping the Knight of Wands, the drive, the ambition, no more than the Queen of Wands. This is like just the apprentice queen or king of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Life, Lord of the forces of life, it says here. You're burning through your karma quite literally with this flame here, the Lord of the Flame and Lightning. There's nothing to stop you, and this is the thing. Your intuition is your compass here. This is reminding me of a compass as well, and a journey. Some of you might be traveling for sure, and there's so many references to compasses here. It's like you don't care where your next part of your journey brings you, but you know it's going in the right direction, which is forward. Pisces, I love you all. That was an absolutely beautiful and really lovely reading today for you guys. I hope that this was helpful for you all. I'm going to get you a Moonology card today, and yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow for another Pisces reading. I've also wanted at this point to mention again that my other channel that I've started there 2 weeks ago, and it's about people that are undergoing a path of sobriety in their lives, where they're having trouble with addictions and they're starting their path of sobriety, or they're in sobriety at all. It's just a place where Spirit has guided me to open the channel and bring through messages on a daily basis for those in recovery, for to inspire them and help with their healing, and forward progress as well, spiritual progress, and we've a lot to do. I'm in a recovery program since last October after coming back from a relapse, so I'm new to it all, but at the same time, it's Spirit that's giving me the guidance to pass on. So if you would like to have a look at that, there's information about that in the description box below. It's called Recover Me. And yeah, do pass it on as well if you know anybody else will be interested. And I really need the subscribers to pick up on the interaction with the channel, because as I said, it's only in its very early stages. So Pisces, let's see, what numerology advice have we got for this week for you, or for today I should say. We're on here every day. You can also check out my other readings as well on this channel. I have some collective readings, some all signs that might be of interest, and all my readings are timeless. There's probably a message in every one of my readings for you guys, Pisces, because you're the only ones I do tap into on the daily. And I think it's just, yeah, as I'm a kind of newcomer to YouTube, I'm only here since February on this platform and on this channel. And yeah, that's the thing. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Isn't that a marvelous card? Blue intensity there, so beautiful. And you're very close to achieving your goal. This is marvelous. Gibbous moon. So gorgeous. Will we have a read of one of those for you? A personal issue, I think we'll go with, which we might get the other one as well if it's not too long. I'm over 30 minutes, oh Lord. What do we got? Full moon. Okay. Full moon cards. See which one pops up first. A personal issue, and you're very close. Here we go. A personal issue. Full moon in Cancer. Things are likely to get very heated, as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now, or surrounding your question. Look at, we've got him sitting on top of the tower. Explosions. Surrounding fear of an explosion of feelings around now, or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move forward, as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. You're very close to achieving your goal. Sure, we'll have to have a look at that too. And it's Gibbous moon, wasn't it? Gibbous moon, moon phase cards, page 30. Page 30. It's number 3. It's about your foundation. You're very close to achieving your goal. The word gibbous means bulging. All right. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're talking about is bulging and possibly coming to a peak. Like we're just saying with the explosive energy. This is so gas. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may be required before you get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to this situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. Oh, wow. Know that you're on the right track. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time and a very ripe situation. Okay, it's explosive, guys. I hope this made sense. Please comment below as well, or if you don't know what to say, just leave me a little emoji. I'll always love to see your comments, and so does YouTube. It really helps the channel like you've no idea. And I will see you tomorrow, Pisces. I love you all. Namaste.